In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about recycle. Sometimes in a process, there is a reaction or any given other process like an evaporation, a distillation process, where not everything is recovered. So in those cases, it is important to use a recycle. Let's say that you have a distillation column, okay, where you're going to separate two of the products. Now, sometimes this has a component A and component B, right? And usually what we're going to obtain is a vapor, which is rich in some component. Let's say that it's rich in component A. And then a liquid at the bottom, which is rich in component B. And sometimes it is important for us to recover more from component A from the stream. Let's say that this stream, the stream at the bottom, we want to recover more. So we can do a recycle. We can state that we're going to introduce once again more or this component into the feed, and then we can recover or recycle. And it is important for us to understand when it is important to recycle. We can use the recycle in order to recover reactants that are non-consumed. Let's say that we're going to input into a reactor something, two streams, right? And we're going to obtain something that is the reaction. Probably we're going to separate this into components, right? And it is important for us to understand that probably in this separation, we want to recover some reactants that are going to be contained because they didn't react. So we can recover them. It is expensive for us to just let them go to the environment or whatever, because finally these are going to cost some money. So if we want to recover these non-consumed reactants, we are going to use a recycle. Probably this recovery or this reactant can also be a catalyst, something that is actually not consumed during the reactor, but helps in the reaction to fasten up the reaction. And this catalyst usually costs a lot, so we want to recover it. That's another way to use the recycling. We can also do the dilution of a process stream. Let's say that we're going to have a filter, okay? And we're going to input some slurry, okay? So that in any given case, we're going to obtain something that is very, very liquid. And then probably here we have solid. But this solid is very, very difficult to actually transport. So probably we're going to input some recycle of the liquid into the solid, right? In order to dilute this stream. We can also do the control of a process variable. Suppose a reaction will release a lot of heat, and then the reactor will be difficult and expensive to control. What we're going to do is we can do, once again, the reactor, the separation, and we can do a recycle. And this, the recycle, well, this could be in order to control the inlet's concentration that will yield to a better control of the reactor. Finally, we can see the circulation of a working fluid. In a refrigerator, the refrigerant is circulating through a lot of devices. You will see more of this in other courses, but this is going to be a recirculation or a recycle, because once again, it's going to pass through a cycle. in order to work. Another important situation is called a bypass. If we have the feed that is going to feed into a process, right, the reactor or whatever, probably at the beginning we want to separate a little bit of this. The rest is going to be fed into the process. And then this is going to have a mixer where we can bypass some of the feed in order to have a product. And you would ask, why would we do that? And usually this is done in order to control the composition of the output at the very end of the process, so we can have the final desired composition of the output.